that was one of those games we don't have a lot of room for error. Our team didn't have a lot of margin, or it didn't. We can't do certain things just when you're that. We only have 3 guards, and I might have made a mistake trying to play Devin there in practice the last 2 days because that's where we originally played him. It kind of got him out of sync, but we don't have a lot of room for error, and if we don't play hard all the time and play hard every possession, then we're going to struggle like we did today. Got a lot of respect for Russ. He's a great basketball mind. Was the intern coach at Arizona. I'm glad we played him. He's changed his whole roster, so he's going to have to take him time. But their kids played hard. It just took our guys a while to get going. So, we'll get up in the morning and eat breakfast and come in and watch some film. We'll shoot a lot of free throws, and then get ready for New Mexico State and get on a bus tomorrow about 1 o'clock and head down there. So, all in all, you can look at the stats. Didn't think our defense was very good. They went 8 minutes without a basket in the second half, but I still didn't think we played very good defense, and our offense came around. It was good to get Jordan out there for 19 minutes, and I thought Tim played well. And then Hugh made some shots, and Deshaun played well, but it took Deshaun a while to get going. So we're a little handcuffed right now with only having 3 guards, but we'll go forward and get ready for the next one.
You mentioned it took you a little while to get going. He had 16.7 rebounds in the second half.
Right.
What was the difference in what he was doing out there?
I think he was just out of it. Nothing has changed. Here's the thing that I have to figure out with my team, and this is part of coaching. I think you guys would probably know better about it than I would. The last probably 5 or 6 games, we've lost the first 4-minute game, and I've got to figure that out. Our first 5 possessions against ball screen, we played it wrong. And Dede was a part of that. Hugh was a part of that. Our seniors got to show more leadership to come out with a better start, and they got to lead those guys a little bit better. They're trying, but we're just getting off the slow starts. And I really thought Dede and Devin were out of it to start the game, and Devin kind of stayed out of it, and Deshaun kind of got back in the mix.
I don't know how much it had to do with Jordan, but when he checked in when you guys got your 13-0 run,
he's not the savior. I mean, he's a long way away from being a really good player. He played okay. He scored 13 points, but if you come watch the film with me, I can show you 9,000. There's not 9,000 things, but a lot of things. He's out of shape. I mean, he's a very talented kid, but he's not what our team's made around. It's not one guy that's going to make us any better than the next guy. But he's a good player, but he's got a long way to go. I'm proud of him. He's kept his head up. He's going to be a great player here, but he's got a long way to go.
Coach, there was one play with Goodman where you told him to get inside, and he got the ball to the next pass.
Yeah, and I just told him, I said, when a guy's out of shape and a guy gets a little bit winded, they just want to run three-point line and three-point line. And I told him, I said, you're not going to play three-point line only here in this program. And if you don't go inside, you're not going to play. And he gets in there. Yeah, he's our power forward. He's not going to be a guy that stands around three-point line. If he wants to do that, then he can go play somewhere else that's not at this level. And we recruited him to play inside and outside, and everybody else that plays that position does it. And if he's going to stand around three-point line, he won't play.
Last weekend you talked about how the assist number had to go up. How good was it to see 21 out there? And
well, it was really good. Tim did a nice job, and we got some more, but it's all the bottom line. You have to hit shots. And we haven't been making shots. I mean, I don't know. You guys would have to look at it, and I'd have to ask Matt. But, I mean, how long has it been since we've scored 70 points? So that's what I'm saying. So when you make shots and score points, you're going to have assists. I told our guys before we went out, our goal should be 15 assists a game. And I told our guys that we should strive to score 1.2 points per possession, between 1.2 points per possession and 1.5. If you do that and you're at 65, 62, that gives you around. I mean, you can score some points, but you gotta have a goal. But it was good to see some shots fall. But that's a great point because we didn't have assists like that the last 2 games. But it helps. It helps us. But we shared the ball a little bit and we got on the fast break a little bit.
What was the difference in making shots tonight? Were they just falling, or was it better looks?
Well, I don't think after watching I have to go back and watch the tape on this game, but I don't think our shots were any better. I think we might have moved sides of the ball a little bit better, changed sides of the floor, the second side of the floor, which helps because the last two games we really, really got on one side of the floor and we just stayed there and thought that's where the shot was going to come. And once we start moving the ball from side to side, because you split the court in half, and if you bring it on one side and you never get it to the other side, defense is going to play that one side pretty good, and then you got to get it on the other side. And I thought we did a better job of that tonight, and then I thought we made some good moves and made a couple jump shots. We shot 40% from three, and I don't think we've done that all year either. So, but it's good to see that. That's a good point.
You guys came in ranked 6th in the country in three-point defense and hit 4 in the first 5. I know you on Monday said that.
Well, I knew we were in trouble. I knew we were in trouble when I had a bad hair day because my hair's in transition, and my wife bought a suit that I wore like when I was in Toronto, and it didn't fit me, so I knew we were in trouble. And then when they banked in their first 3, I knew it was going to be one of those days where they made a few threes.
And I know you said Monday that it wasn't as good a defense as the statistics maybe showed.
Right.
Are you still getting better at that three-point defense? You guys
Well, I think, I talked about it, and I know we all talk about it. We all talk about our length and our athletic ability, and I think our length does bother people, and I think we're quicker to the ball. I think we've compacted it a lot more in recent years where we were really just around the three-point line and really gapped help. I think this year we're doing a better job, but we're able to close out a little bit better. And we're playing up the line a little bit more, Jeff, and what I mean by up the line is man ball and just a step up instead of a step back where you get flat. And when you get flat, it becomes like a help-up situation where the help-up situation where it takes longer to close out. And I think it's helped us playing up the line a little bit. And Lamont and I have spent a lot of time with that working with our guys, but I think that's helping us because our length gets us to close out a little bit quicker. And we're able to contest shots a little bit better, as long as we don't leave our feet.
Coach, you mentioned an 8-minute stretch where they didn't get a bucket. What was defensively for you?
I just think our urgency. I thought we really came out really sluggish. And I told them at halftime that maybe I went the wrong way. I gave them, I only practiced them for an hour and 15 minutes, and I said, guys, I can't grind you out. We're injured, but. There's a fine line, but really practicing hard, and I thought we were really crisp the last 3 days, but then we came out and we didn't play that way. But I thought in the second half there was some urgency, and I thought they did a good job doing that. And I didn't even really think about it till we started getting on a little bit of run, and then I asked them when's the last time they scored a field goal, and they said 6 minutes, and it went to 8 minutes. So I think it was just the urgency. We've got to play with that from the start. And that's on our seniors, and they know it. I mean, they've been here long enough to know that it's on them.
Did you get a feel for what you're going to have to do rotation-wise?
No, I'm totally lost. If you want to help me out, I appreciate it. But, no, I know what I'm going to do. It's just that I was trying to play Devin there. It's hard to rotate 3 guards. And, well, it's really 4 guards, counting Tim. But that's very difficult. It's very difficult because X is a freshman. Deshaun and Hugh can't play 38 minutes a game, so we'll figure it out. It's hard to – I thought we could play Devin there a little bit on the wing just so that we can play Jordan and Joe because it's hard to play 3 of those guys. I think I'm going to have to play 2 forwards or 2 bigs to play those guys as well as I can. But it's just, if JJ – I thought JJ was terrific tonight. I thought he gave us some good minutes. I thought O was kind of ho-hum. He's been better. And, then I might have to play Joe and Devin or Joe and Jordan. So we'll see. It's just hard when you have three forwards like that.
This weekend, you're real familiar with, how hard is it to beat a team twice in one season?
Well, it's hard. And it's hard because it's the Rio Grande rivalry. But I think we've already clinched that, haven't we? I think so. So there won't be pressure for that. So it's always hard. He does a good job. They're under injuries too. They lost Mullins, who's probably the best player in that league, and Chili's not going to play. So they're under the same deal that we're under. But it's always hard to win down there, and it'll be a heck of a task for us. But we'll try to get our guys ready, and I think our guys will be excited, and it should be a heck of a game. I'm sure they will, but I don't know if I'll. I'm sure we'll have some things to work on for them, and they'll see some things different. So, and I'm sure they'll show us some zone too. So,
with your injury situation, you see X. I know they both returned, but X gets hurt at one point, has to walk out. DD lands on his back at one point. What goes to the coach's mind when you see both of those knowing your situation?
I should have put a couple of our managers on the roster at the start of the season, so I could have got them at least cleared, so I could have them for practice. But DD's playing really hard. It's terrific to see him play like that. I just wish he'd come out and start like that, but he will. He's been a great kid for our program. So, and then X got hit by the camera, and that happens. He got the wind knocked out of him, but we just, it's like I said a couple of weeks ago, we're not going to make any excuses, and we're going to keep trying to get better. I think there's points in the game tonight where we got better, but I think there's some points that we took a step back. But that's what happens when you have changing parts with injury and changing parts with new faces. Is that good? Everybody good? I appreciate y'all. Thanks.